A lot of people still don't understand that you will have a faster, easier time selling high ticket in this market than if you go direct to market with a high ticket. If your objective is selling high ticket, the fastest and easiest way to do that is to get a whole bunch of those people into your trust building offers and then use your upsell machine. Something that is really emerging and becoming very, very crucial is newsletters and our email list. Now, list building can do the customer acquisition for us from a marketing standpoint and a sales standpoint. There is no better one-to-many strategy than the live launch method. But the difference is it is so much lighter, so much easier, so much shorter. We're doing 3 days, not 9. They are authentic, they are deep, they are connected. They show that I am in the trenches with you, and people are buying because of that. So my top things that are working right now with selling trust building offers: email list growth, deliverability, newsletter, live launches, masterclasses, direct sales on social. These are the things that are working. And of course, live streams are always going to work. That's never going to change. Welcome back to the Kelly Roach Show. Today we're going to be talking about what is working now with selling your trust building offers. Just to give a little context for anyone that doesn't know this strategy well yet or is still learning it, a trust building offer is a front end easy yes that gets your ideal dream buyer for your high ticket closes to come in volume so that you can spend your time and energy serving, building trust, and creating relationships with people that you know you want to be your future mid-ticket and high-ticket buyers versus spending all day, every day marketing to people that may or may not be qualified or spending all day long sitting on sales calls. So, a couple of things that are really interesting on the other side of this is that, when you get this strategy nailed down with your trust building offer on the front end, you no longer need a big outside sales team. You no longer need to spend your time or your team's time spending countless hours on outbound sales calls. You just get to talk to your own customers. And so there's a beautiful pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow of transitioning into the trust building model plus the upsell machine, because now you're marketing in all forms and facets: your stories, your posts, your live streams, your masterclasses, your email list. They can do customer acquisition for you. And then you can spend your time and your team's time building relationships and building trust with your own customers. I always say, the dynamic change of spending time talking to your own customers who like you, who trust you, who are so grateful to get time with you and your team, versus spending time talking to cold prospects in the market where there is naturally an innate friction, there's naturally a guard up, there's posture and positioning and all of these things because we're in a trust recession. And in so many instances, people are just not ready to make that direct leap. A lot of people still don't understand that you will have a faster, easier time selling high ticket in this market, bringing people into a low ticket first, than if you go direct to market with a high ticket. A lot of people still have a huge resistance to selling a trust builder on the front end because they're used to selling high ticket. I get it. I sold high ticket direct to the market for 10 years. I totally understand. But I am here to tell you, after hundreds of thousands of dollars of testing, running multiple companies, trying this with so many different business models and offers and teams and clients, you will have an easier time selling high ticket as step number 2 than you will selling high ticket directly to the market. What I mean by that is, if your objective is selling high ticket, the fastest and easiest way to do that is to get a whole bunch of those people into your trust building offers and then use your upsell machine to bring them from high ticket, from low ticket to high ticket. in so many instances, I see people resisting selling the low ticket because they say, oh, it's going to cannibalize my high ticket. Or I don't want to only sell someone a $1,000 product when I want them to buy a $20,000 product. They still have in their mind friction that this is an or that this is a competition, when in reality, trust builders done the right way facilitate high ticket sales. I want to say that again. Trust builders done the right way facilitate high ticket sales. And now that we've been in the market doing this for over a year now for our own businesses, as we look forward to 2026, we will only be launching one offer market facing. That is Virtual Business School. That is our trust builder. And everything else that we do across the portfolio and in my other companies will simply be a back sell, an upsell from that. And, it's so much easier to talk to your own customers than to get even people to want to book a free call for a high ticket service in this moment in time. And again, I say this on the show all the time. I record these shows in real time. I record these shows and they're delivered every week. I know that I might be back here saying, go sell high ticket to the market, do this, do that, whatever the case. It could be completely different 6 months from now. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is fixed. I'm just here to tell you what is the fastest, most efficient way to get to your goal in the market of today. Now, in terms of what's working with selling trust building offers right now, we've been doing a lot of external kind of what I call instant offers recently, based on the feedback loops that we've built. And I'll have the team link the feedback loops podcast down below this episode if you haven't listened to it. Definitely listen to that, because we use these feedback loops to develop instant offers. And we've been putting out a lot of instant offers based on our feedback loops on a weekly basis. That's been huge for us. And we've been seeing a pretty good mix of current customers as well as prospects that are coming in for those instant offers. And that has been huge, because now they're in our ecosystem. Now we're going to invite them to take the next step and to make the next investment. But in terms of what's working now, something that is really emerging and becoming very, very crucial is newsletters and our email list. Now, I say this knowing that that's not new news to anyone. I don't think there's anyone in the world of entrepreneurship that doesn't know how important it is to build an email list and to have a seller newsletter that goes out each week. But it plays a different role when you can sell something directly from your email list and have people buy, versus the world we came from, where the purpose of the email list was really to get people to our launches. And then once they came to their launches, they still needed to talk to a team member because they were investing in high ticket. What we're finding now is that the more that we grow our email list, the more that we can actually sell our trust building offers. I'll say passively, with a caveat that nothing is passive. I only believe selling books is passive. I don't actually believe any form of entrepreneurship is passive, by the way. But it's somewhat passive, because once you do all of the work to build the list, to create the offer, to nurture the audience, you can send emails on a weekly basis and you can make sales every single week into these instant offers and into your trust builder from that. So I share that with you because when I look at 2026 and when I look at what I'm investing in versus what I'm divesting in, I am moving a lot of my investments for 2026 into list building, because now list building can do the customer acquisition for us, and then we can focus our time and energy on the back end upsell machine from the trust building offers. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that we're doing that instead of masterclasses and live launches and those other things. But I will tell you that we do now make sales, usually multiple sales every day of the week from our email list. Okay. So number one, if I were to say one big thing that I would put more energy and effort into right now that is going to have a really big impact on your ability to scale trust building offers, it would be the quality of communication that you have with your email list, number one. And number two, it would be the growth of your email list and really checking open rates and deliverability rates. We recently hired a firm to help us with email deliverability, and we started seeing results almost immediately that our emails were being opened by multiple thousand more people because we simply started getting them out of spam. And so these are the types of investments that we're making. These are the things that we're paying attention to, because what we're finding is the deeper that we get into this new model, the more that our newsletter can actually become our best salesperson. And this is key because you want to be able to run a lean, mean profit machine. And the way that you're going to do that is get your newsletter, get your email list acquiring customers for you so that your time and your team's time is focused on the upsell into multi-$1,000 offers. So number one, grow your email list, improve the effectiveness of your newsletter, and invest in email deliverability. Really focus on your open rates. Focus on the quality of your list. Focus on making sure that you're actually getting your message seen and heard. For us, we invested in a firm to help us with email deliverability, and what we paid to them costs less than what it would have cost to acquire new leads to replace the leads that weren't seeing our emails but were already on our email list. So that investment that we made gave us access back to our own leads and our own potential customers immediately. And what we spent for that was less than what it would have cost us to pay to acquire those leads all over again. And again, you can get in touch with my team if you want an introduction or referral to that company. Okay. So email list, email list, email list. And I will tell you, this has become such a big focus for us that we are really focusing in 2026 on turning our email list into our best salesperson. We moved our sales team from being external to internal. We no longer have an external sales team. And that is all thanks to this new model. And I say thanks because that saved me about $100,000 a month in expenses that were not performing anymore. And now that money is going to be reinvested in brand building, email list growth, email deliverability, exposure for the brand, so on and so forth. So that's number one. Number two, as always, from a marketing standpoint and a sales standpoint, there is no better one-to-many strategy than the live launch method. We now launch every month, but the difference is it is so much lighter, so much easier, so much shorter. We're doing 3 days, not 9. And we don't need the amount of staff that we needed because we don't have to do any sales calls. So now we launch every month for our trust building offer. But the difference is it's only 3 days, not 9. We don't need any outside salespeople. We don't do any sales calls to make the closes. And we can basically do it directly from the live streams to buying on the sales page with very little social selling. Now, I'll speak more to that on another episode because there's still a lot that needs to be done with Miracle Hour and Dream 1000. So I don't want you to skip over those steps. We've already been doing those things for over a year. So we're in a little bit of a different place. But what I will say is from a sales standpoint, the what's working now, definitely live launch, shortened, lightened, simplified. Okay. Number 3, what's working? Posting directly on social media and stories. I ramped up my social media posting. I do probably 4 a day now on Facebook. That's where I have made the most money from a sales acquisition standpoint. And we're selling directly on social media now. We're using one-word marketing. We're posting about the instant offers that lead back or accelerate the trust builder, and social media directly, the stories. And all of that just comes down to your engagement creates their engagement. And I know no one wants to hear that. Your engagement creates their engagement. I use no AI in my content, 0. I do not use AI. I write from my heart and from my soul. And I have gotten so much feedback this year from people thanking me and reaching out about my content because they read it and it's so abundantly clear how much of myself and my heart is invested in the messages that I'm sharing. They are authentic. They are deep. They are connected. They show that I am in the trenches with you, and people are buying because of that. Okay. Not only that, but we respond to every comment. And I spend hours every week, hours sometimes every day responding to comments, thanking people and putting that gratitude touch out in the market for people spending time engaging. That builds your brand. That builds your brand when you respond to the comments on social media, engaging with the people that you want to work with, and showing up more consistently with more intent on the stories. So, number one, email list, deliverability. Number two, live launches. And I'll put in with live launches masterclasses because we're doing a lot of like singular masterclasses along with the shortened live launch. Number three, direct on social media. Direct on social media, stories, posts, one word marketing, DMs, direct on social. And of course, we use the Miracle Hour and the Dream 1000 system for that. And usually we have anywhere from, I'll say 2 to 5 sales per day in the door by the time we're done Miracle Hour each day now. Like we're really ramping that up because we've been doing this now for quite a while. Of course, live streams. I have been teaching more inside the virtual business school recently about this, but even very casual live streams that you follow the monetization process that we teach, that you get any amount of traffic to, you can make sales every week with casual live streams without assets or campaigns or advertising or expense. So simple live streams convert. And that's really it. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's consistency, it's frequency, it's being present in the market. It's showing people that you're invested. It's sharing your message over and over again. It's working on the brand power that you have and the visibility. And it's growing that footprint every single day, growing that footprint organically and growing that footprint with advertising. So my top things that are working right now with selling trust building offers: email list growth, deliverability, newsletter, live launches, masterclasses, direct sales on social. These are the things that are working. And of course, live streams are always going to work. That's never going to change. It's just about following the process to get people there and to do the before, the during, and the after, all of which I teach over and over again inside the virtual business school. So have fun, make money, create your feedback loops, create your instant offers based on your feedback loops, and all of these things are going to feed into your ability to scale your sales with trust building offers, plug them into your upsell machine, and grow those high ticket growth containers. I am so excited and thankful to have you as a listener for the Kelly Roach Show. I love when you request topics. Actually, this show was recorded based on requested topics on Facebook. So share with me in the DMs. What do you love about the show? What do you wish I would cover? I'm happy to do that. Thanks so much for tuning into the show. And make sure you hit share and share the show with someone that you know it'll make a difference for today. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for listening to The Kelly Roach Show. If you enjoyed this episode, do me 2 solids. Subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode, and leave us a review so other people can find the life-changing content that we share here. We're on our way to number 1, and we need your help getting there. Thanks so much for being a part of the community and for tuning into the show each and every week.